Okay, everyone. Now that we are done with our poems, I need everyone to come up to the front of the room to discuss something. Oh, great. I know what's coming. This is about the festival, isn't it? Well, yes, it is. Oh, okay. Well, I'll tell you right now, I don't think we have time to put anything together. If we do, it'll be slapdash and poorly done. Nobody will want to join if we put something crappy together, so we probably shouldn't do anything. Natsuki's right. A rush this play would reflect poorly on our club. Perhaps we should withhold our efforts for now and plan for a later event. Oh, don't worry, guys, we have a plan! And the best part is, it won't require a huge amount of setup. We'll just need a few decorations, some snacks, and ourselves. We're going to have a public poetry reading. Public? As in, reading in front of people? Of course! We've been having so much fun writing our poems in the club. I thought it would be fun to show them off to everyone. When everyone sees us getting into poetry, it'll help ease some of the stigma associated with writing with something called the literature club. And the best part is, we invite other people to come up and recite their own poems. Sue's been making the posters with the information so that people can prepare their poems ahead of time. Sayori proudly holds up one of her posters. Sure enough, it announces a poetry reading and invites everyone to come with their own poems prepared. There's even a picture of all 4 of the girls on the poster. Did you already put those up? Well, yeah. Just a few in front of the hall. The rest will go up tonight. Oh my. You really love saying oh my in this mod. Monica. I'm not reading poetry in front of strangers. That's also contrary to her usual self. Oh? I thought that was all the reading we've been doing here. I thought that with all the reading we've been doing here, you'd be more comfortable with the idea. Why not? I mean, I've gotten to the point that I can share with you guys. But absolute strangers? I can put a face I want for the people, but it's just my friends. It's just embarrassing. Sorry. But like, I thought that was a pretty vital part of Natsuki, especially since it's about how she's... especially since it shows... how do you phrase that? The vulnerability. How she struggles being vulnerable. No way! I'm not showing them this side of myself. Okay, Natsuki has said her piece. What about you, Yuri? Breathe. I think your position is quite clear. Okay, then what about you, Aragon? The look in Monica's eyes screams, help me! I do my best. Well, I don't know if my poetry skills would actually help bring in new members, but I'd be willing to try. Monica looks me straight in the eye. The sides of her mouth curve upwards ever so slightly. A secret smile that says, thank you. Well, if the new guy says he'll do it, I guess I could help out with the snacks. But I'm still not interested in reading poetry in front of people. I suppose I could prepare some of the decorations you mentioned. But I think it would be obscene to share such an intimate part of myself with absolute strangers. Guys, how do you think we should all be on board with this? I really think we should be on board. No, Sayori, I'm the club president. I was so focused on the activity that I didn't stop to fully take all of your positions into account. I should have remembered how hesitant you were to share poems in just this group. As a president, I should have taken your feelings into account, and for that I am truly sorry. But please give me the opportunity to give my case for this. I love literature in all of its forms, and I know you do as well, or else you wouldn't be here. I think my greatest desire is to share that love with others. Love is something that multiplies as you share it, so I want to find a way to share your love of literature with as many people as possible. So many people will hear the words literature club and assume this is some stuffy, overwrought group. But I've worked hard to make this place as inviting as possible. Wouldn't you all agree? While expressions haven't changed, both Yuri and Natsuki nod in agreement. I've noticed that this club seems to be a safe place for both of them. They're both free to be themselves within the confines of this classroom. Monica's right! I wasn't a big fan of books and poems and everything when I volunteered to join. By the way, I'm not going to criticize any of that. I'm pretty certain the first 2 were before the side stories. I think Natsuki's episode might have been after the side stories were already released. I'll look into that, but
I'm pretty sure I've seen this mod go around before the Plus version ever released. So there's no way they could have known that Sayori liked poetry like that already.
I think we can all agree that I'm probably the least well-read of all of you. At least until a few days ago. But through this club I found a new appreciation for the written word. I feel like my horizons have been expanded, and through writing poetry, I've even come to understand myself a bit better.
Gosh, she almost sounds like Yuri.
Both Natsuki and Yuri seem to contemplate those words. Well, you both put up a pretty good argument. I suppose I could get up there and recite a poem or two. I suppose I could, if I walked up to it. I'd like to recite some poetry here, with all of you, if you don't mind. That sounds like a great idea, Yuri! Let's all take a moment and recite a poem right here. After all, if we can do it in front of each other, we can do it in front of a group of strangers, right? So, we each recite poems in front of the class one by one. Monica went first. Her poem delivery was powerful and inspiring, as you would expect from the president of a literature club. When she spoke, I felt like everyone in the room wanted to follow her example. It was like the tension in the room subsided a little, and we were all a bit braver for it. Yuri went next. While she is usually timid and introverted, her poem delivery was powerful and confident. She almost sounds like a different person. I went ahead and went next. I didn't have another poem of my own to recite, so I borrowed one of Monica's. I did alright, I suppose. Nobody ran screaming anyway. I suppose my performance would be more like a stranger who isn't used to doing this, so it was good practice for them to hear. That's what I'm telling myself anyway. Natsuki was the most reluctant, but didn't want to go last. Her delivery had a certain quality to it that was hard to deny. After some thought, she said she might be more comfortable performing for strangers than her friends since she could show any face she wanted. Oh, but I thought she wouldn't be able to do it in front of strangers. She's complicated. I wonder if I'll ever see what Natsuki's really like behind all of the barriers she has put up. But the most surprising to me was Sayori. I expected the poem to be aimless and sing-song, but instead it was serene and very sweet. If I had read it on a piece of paper, I'd never have guessed that Sayori composed it. It reminded me of the poem she recited in the hallway when we were looking for art supplies. As she read it, I wondered if perhaps I was seeing a part of Sayori's soul that I had never seen before. Was there more to Sayori than I had given her credit for? What was that? Something red was in the corner of the screen. It's making me anxious.
Eventually, the poem reading was over.
Alright guys, I really want to thank you all for doing this. I know this is a bit out of your comfort zones, but I really think this will help our little club expand. And now you all have an idea of what it's like, so you can prepare accordingly. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? So we'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. It was there again. Okay, I think it's some type of glitch. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. Can I still go back? No. Oh, I can! Image Natsuki, not found. Image Natsuki, not found. Image Natsuki, not found? What does it mean? Why, Natsuki doesn't even need to appear there. Natsuki did appear before. Oh. Sorry, I'm messing around so much. But Natsuki should have been there. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we finish planning tomorrow, and then we can get together over the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait! I can do this. Alright, let's stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club, and you know, impressing everyone, then I have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep! Look at you two always going home together like that. Keep it up and people might talk. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice having someone by your side. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, Aragon. You don't have to say it.
Whatever, let's go already. I welcome Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, so it's been quieter than years on the way home. Hey, Sayori.
Sorry, I was spacing out!
No wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to...
Sayori fumbles with her words.
So, let's just say that one day, Yuri, Natsuki, and Monica asked to walk home with you.
Huh?
What would you do?
What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for one of the others?
But...
I already see them in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I would just ruin that for you.
You're so silly, Aragon. You think about me too much sometimes.
Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure out sometimes.
Sorry.
Besides, what's the point in expecting something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about, but I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Another day down, time for some anime. I like to unwind after school with an anime episode or two before I start my homework. The literature club is great, but sometimes the guy just wants a little time to himself. I'm really excited about Monday. My new box set should have arrived. Been watching this series about a young sorceress and her dim swordsman companion that traveled the land battling demons and mercenaries. Mercenaries. It's a bit older, but it has aged well. And the 4th season is supposed to be mailed today! I hurry up to my door, expecting to see that beautiful package on my doorstep. Oh crud! No package! Instead, there's a small blue note stuck to my door. Package recipient not available. Package returned to post office. Ugh! So much for downtime. Now I need to head over to the post office to get my new box... New box set. Yes, okay, I read that right. I wonder if sorcerers and swordsmen ever have to deal with scrap like this. All goes well at the post office. I show them the note, they bring me my box, simple as that. I'm ready to head home, ready for some spell slinging action, when I turn the corner and run into... Monica! There she was, with an open envelope and a letter in her hand. I didn't expect to see her, so I accidentally said her name without thinking. It may have been my imagination, but for the moment before I said her name, her face was downcast. She seemed almost sad. But the sound of her name caused her to look up. As soon as she saw me, her face brightened up and a smile spread across her face. This might be good to keep. It's a unique style. I kind of like it. Like, I don't see that type of style combined with DDLC at least, that often. Oh, hey, Aragon, what are you up to here? I tried to play it cool, subconsciously hiding my anime box set with my arm. Oh, there's a problem with delivery, so I had to come pick up a package. What brings you here? Oh, just picking up a letter. A letter? Like, of the handwritten type? That's a bit old-fashioned, isn't it? Who are you getting letters from in this day and age? Some kind of pen pal? Well, something like that. I can't help but feel that she is dodging the question. Besides, I'm the president of the literature club. Doesn't it make much more sense for me to be writing an actual letter? I guess, but if I want to write someone, I just send them send an email. It's so much easier. Depends on what I want to do. Sometimes letters are just more personal. What's more personal? An email or a beautifully handwritten letter? I can't even say that word right. I suppose, but there's more to than that. Did you know that humans love nothing more than the sound of their own name? That's an easy thing to share in person, but if someone is far away, it's a bit more difficult. I am aware a bit of that. It's a tactic you can kind of use. Although, I think it kind of also depends. Like, there are some people who really don't like their name. And as for me, like with my actual name, I don't like the German pronunciation of it.
English one is a bit more closer to home.
Sure, you can call them or talk to them on the computer, but there is still that distant element. They aren't there, so the sound you get is just sort of an echo. So writing his letter is really the next best thing to hearing someone you love say your name. They took the time to sit down and write it just for you. The tip of the pen has drawn out the letters of your name. It doesn't really matter what it is in the letter. It could be a happy message or a sad one. But it was handwritten just for you, by someone who thought of you.
I guess I never thought of it that way, because you're stupid. That's a pretty deep analysis, Monica. Tell me, were you thinking about letter writing when you formed the literature club?
Well, not that specifically, but suppose it was in the back of my mind. I love literature, but I'm also a bit afraid that with cell phones and email, we might be in danger of losing the art of the written word.
And it's getting worse and worse. How sad. Well, at least my friends and I are still here. Hopefully we're not part of the last generation who does it.
However, one of my friends' very little sister is like being raised by them, and she's also pretty much someone of the written word, you could say.
I'm not saying she doesn't engage with technology, but just like, she's also more of a person who writes. And does not... I forgot what I wanted to say. I wanted to start something. I know how I wanted to start it, but I forgot what.
So I guess I just want to do my best to help preserve it.
Preserve it. Perverse? What is perverse?
Preserve it. Guess I can't argue with that. Well, Monica, you've convinced me to head home to write a nice poem right away. Glad to hear it, Aragon. I can't wait to read it tomorrow. See you then. With that, she turns around and heads for the door. Monica has the ability to inspire people and can't help but want to jump right into whatever she asks you to.
But there is no episode for her. Is it building up to that? Like, has it been building up for years for that one episode?
I guess I watch she's the president. Oh, by the way, Aragon. The Chimera Swordsman was always my favorite in that particular series.
Gah! How did she know? More importantly, that means she reads manga in this universe!
School ends, and at last we have come to the best part of the day.
I still can't believe that I'm excited about something called Literature Club. If somebody had told me a year ago that I'd be interested in a club dedicated to reading, I'd have called them crazy.
Shoot, I'd have called them crazy a week ago. The crowd is really thick today, since everyone is scurrying to get home for the weekend. Because of this, I wound up arriving at Literature Club after everyone else.
Ladies, I've arrived! Took you long enough? Natsuki blunt as always. You weren't scared of me, were you, Aragon?
Please, Natsuki, you don't frighten me.
Oh? I guess I'll have to try harder then.
Hello, Aragon. You grace me in a soft, polite tone. It is a pleasure as always.
I assure you, Yuri, the pleasure is all mine. It may be cheesy, but it sure beats hot in here.
Hope you have some of that charm left for me, Aragon.
But of course, Monica. I've got to admit, getting a laugh out of Monica just about makes my day.
Anyway, since you're all here, we need to discuss the festival.
Yes! I can't wait for the festival!
Really? You were pretty apprehensive yesterday.
Oh, I'm not looking forward to our poetry reading thing. I'm looking forward to what everyone else has to set up. There's so much food!
Oh yes, I love seeing the works of art that come to the different clubs put on display. The different paintings and sculptures. Oh, it's my favorite thing to see them all.
Last year, the anime club set up a Smash Bros. Tournament. That was pretty cool.
Yes, I suppose that's interesting as well.
Stick to manga, Aragon. I'll shut up now. Hey, do you guys know what Monica's favorite festival snack is going to be?
Huh?
Squid! Because her name is Monica. Monica means squid. I played the game recently and one of my friends, I love talking about my friends, can you tell? Like when I played it with one of my friends, he got that joke right away, and his laughter, it's just so stuck in my head. It was like that was the best joke he's ever heard. And now every time I read that scene, I hear his laughter, and it's very contagious. It's similar like that in Undertale. He laughed during Snowdrakes puns, even though they were horrible. But he was laughing as if it was the best thing in the world. So, okay, I'm fine. Maybe I'm not. I'm not fine. And so, I also laugh at them because I just I need to stop. I'm not overreacting. That's not how my name is pronounced. Stick to manga, Natsuki. Ugh! You guys are no fun. So you would have laughed. Hey, where is Sayori anyway? Now that I think of it, I don't feel that familiar ache in my ribs. Oh, there she is. Sayori points to a desk in the far corner of the room, where Sayori is sitting quietly. I didn't notice her over there. Yeah, me neither. Sayori doesn't seem to be doing much, just sort of staring at her desk. This is pretty unusual for her, so I decide to go talk to her. Hey, Sayori. I get no response, so she just sits there staring at the desk. I wave my hand in front of her face. Sayori! Huh? You were spacing out again.
Oh, sorry.
This is weird. I don't think I've ever seen Sayori act like this. Sayori, are you sure you're okay?
Oh, I'm fine, Argon, really. See?
So she puts on a smile for me, but I know Sayori's smile. It's big and warm and full of life. A smile can bring you up from the darkest depths and back into the sunlight. This is not Sayori's smile. Well, if you say so.
Really, don't worry so much about me. Just go and read with everyone else. I'll be fine right here.
Alright, Sayori. I read a glance at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. But the conversation is already dispersed with everyone back at the usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Aragon, what's up? Hey, this might sound all strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit down today. Oh, you think so? Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who's idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Aragon. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really liked this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Let me try talking to her myself. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. Hey Sayori, what's up? Oh, maybe I should be a bit. Hey Sayori, what's up? You seem like you have something on your mind.
Oh, Monica. Hi! I'm really excited for the festival, you know?
Sayori, are you sure you're alright?
I'm just fine, Monica. Never better.
Okay, I just want to check. Aragon told me he was worried about you.
Aragon? I told him not to worry about me. I told him he needed to go talk to Yuri and Natsuki. They both like him, you know. I bet he'll end up dating one of them. And then he'll want to spend all his time with them. But that won't happen if he's worried about me. So you just tell him to forget about me and go spend time with the others.
Sayori, may I ask you a question, just between the two of us? Do you like Aragon?
Yeah.
I wondered.
I know it's complicated because you two have known each other for so long, but I'm sure Aragon will come around. He cares about you a lot, and I wouldn't be surprised if he felt the same way about you. And frankly, if he doesn't, that's just his loss.
Well, why would Aragon feel that way about me when he could be with Yuri or Natsuki or you, Monica? You're all so incredible, and I'm just me.
Sayori, don't talk about yourself that way. You are an amazing person. You make every day brighter with your presence. And frankly, couldn't run this club without you. Remember what happened the other day between Yuri and Natsuki? I'm honored to have you in this club. I'm honored to have you as a vice president. And I'm honored to have you as a friend. Don't sell yourself short. Don't depend on other people to make you feel good about yourself. Anyway, that's Monica's self-worth lecture of the day.
Monica, please don't tell Aragon about how I feel.
Don't worry. Your secret is safe with me. But seriously, Sayori, if you ever need to talk, I'll listen. Okay, everyone! After some time passes, Monica's out to the club room. We need to discuss plans for the festival, so why don't we cut our reading time a little short and share poems now? Everyone goes to read the poems and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Sayori?
Oh. Sorry, Aragon. I guess I kind of spaced out. Your poem is nice.
Sayori... Are you sure you're okay?
Oh, yeah. I'm good.
You're just acting kind of funny.
Oh, you know, it's just a little rain cloud. We all get them sometimes. Anyway, are you making friends in literature club? You seem to be making friends with Natsuki.
That's a sudden change of topic. Well, yeah, Natsuki and I ran into each other at the bookstore last night. She needed me to hold on to some manga she was buying, so I was giving it back to her when you saw us at lunch.
I see. You've been reading a lot with Yuri also, I've noticed. Oh, Aragon, you charmer.
Is Sayori jealous? Sayori, you know I care about you, right?
Yeah, I know, Aragon. I just really want you to make lots of new friends so you won't be lonely.
Sayori, I'm really happy you invited me to join the literature club. I know I wouldn't have even thought of it if it weren't for you. But even though I've made new friends here, you'll always be my dearest friend.
Aragon, please don't say things like that.
Huh?
I don't deserve it. You don't need to be so nice to me.
Sayori, I can tell she is choking back a sob. Why is she like this all of a sudden? Sayori, tell me what's wrong. What can I do to make it better?
Oh, it's nothing really. I just settled a moment there. Just a rain cloud, like I said. Don't worry about it, Aragon. You go have fun with everyone else. Don't worry about me.
Alright. You aren't going to skip out on me, are you?
No, of course not. Monica has something to talk to us about for this weekend. I will want to hear more about it.
That's the first time I've heard of anything happening this weekend. Alright, Sayori. So, no poem today?
Huh? Oh, no. I didn't get it done. Sorry.
Well, okay. I guess it just gives you more time to admire mine then.
Yeah.
Hey, are you okay? You seem kind of, I don't know, out of it.
Oh, I'm just tired. You know, of planning the festival and all. It's taken a lot out of me.
Yeah, I bet. It seems like a pretty big job. But I know you and Monica have a good plan. And we'll all work to make it a great festival for all of us. I'm really looking forward to getting together with everyone this weekend. We haven't all really hung out outside of school before. It'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well. Maybe write a poem to share with everyone since I don't have one today.
Sure. Can't wait to read it. Speaking of which, here's my poem for today. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in the way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams, and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea, and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in the way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again.
Oh, the beach.
Yeah, it was Yuri's idea. Since we wound up writing about the same thing yesterday, we decided to pick a topic we could both write about. This is longer than I intended. It's a lot of my comfort zone. But it's good to branch out, I guess. Hope your influence isn't rubbing off on me. I mean, if I start writing like her, it'd take forever to finish reading our poems.
Natsuki, who's this about?
Huh? Oh, well, no in particular.
It doesn't ever go on this.
Huh? I mean, what makes you say that?
Well, you two were at lunch with each other today. And you both liked manga. I mean, you two would make a great couple.
What? Well, I mean, I am pretty neat. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if he felt that way about me. But, you know, it's not like I wrote this for him or anything. I mean, why would you care?
Oh, it's nothing, Natsuki. Just put it out of your mind. I'm just glad you two are becoming friends, that's all.
Oh, well, thanks. I mean, you're still a dummy.
Right.
Do you not have a poem for today, Sayori?
No, not today. Sorry, Yuri.
Oh, well, I was interested in reading some more of your poetry. Understand that sometimes life's pressures weigh us down to the point that we cannot take part in what we enjoy. Perhaps something is bothering you?
I'm just having one of those days, you know? Just a little rain cloud, as I like to say.
Oh dear, well, I do understand. I'm prone to those as well.
Oh, what do you do when you feel like this, Yuri?
Oh, well, I have some rather unusual ways to bring myself out of a bad mood. For example, I have my aromatherapy. I found that a good dose of jasmine oil can help lift the spirits. If you are feeling ill, you can add a dose of diesel oil to help you feel better. If you like, I could loan you a diffuser and a few oils.
Thanks, Yuri. But I don't know if oils and aromas are my thing.
Okay, in that case, perhaps you could try escaping into a good book. I know Monica has been helping you with poetry, but have you been reading more since you joined Literature Club?
Well, no, not really.
Oh, Sayori, there are so many worlds and horizons you have yet to explore. I found that when I am engrossed in a good book, half my troubles seem to float away. And recently, I found how delightful it is to discuss what I'm reading with someone else. Abigail and I have been reading through one of my favorite books together and discussing it. It is so enlightening having a different view of what I am reading. I must thank you, Sayori, for inviting him. He has been a wonderful addition to our little club.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Anyway, why don't you read my poem now? Perhaps it will help put you into a better mood. Beach. A marvel, millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface. Under clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss, but beneath grey rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way,
The outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, while my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle, yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my pace to a road at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to Earth forevermore.
Oh, the beach! How fun!
Yes, this came from a discussion I had with Natsuki. Our poems yesterday were somewhat similar, so we decided to pick a topic for us both to write about. I have fond memories of the beach, so this seems like a good subject to write about.
Oh, really? It sounds like there's a story there.
Why? It isn't important. You don't need to be bored with the details. I wonder if this is part of, her other story.
Oh no, Yuri! You said yesterday that you'd tell me more about yourself.
Didn't I? Well, if you insist. When I was younger, my parents would often take me to the beach. It was something I looked forward to so much. The images from the poem were all from my personal experiences. For example, the one where I'm talking about entering the other world, which is more about my books. Building sandcastles, smelling the salty air, feeling the sand between my toes. These experiences stayed with me throughout my life. After my father left, my mother wasn't able to take me to the beach as often. And with time, these sensations came to define my childhood. They are, in a sense, bittersweet.
So, good and bad?
Yes. Good because they represent a happy time in my life, but also sad because of how much my life has changed since then.
Because things are different now. And now you can't go back to how they were.
Yes, Sayori. That's precisely what I mean.
Yeah, I understand. More than you know. I don't have a poem for today, Monica.
That's fine, Sayori. I know poetry is probably the last thing on your mind today. I just want to make sure you're okay.
Oh, I'm fine, Monica. See? Happy face.
If you say so, but you don't need to be happy all the time, you know.
But making people happy is what I do. That's my reason for being here.
Sayori, it isn't your job to make everyone happy. Especially if you aren't focusing on your own happiness.
But making other people happy is what makes me happy.
Sayori, there's nothing wrong with making other people happy. But if that's the only thing you strive to do, you lose yourself in other people's expectations. We can't always depend on others to make us happy. Despite what people may say, they can't always be there for you. They come into your life and then leave just as suddenly. It's best to focus on yourself instead. You have to learn to find your own happiness.
I don't know if I can do that, Monica.
Also pretty pessimistic view of the world. There are some people from my childhood. I've traveled a lot since then, throughout the country. I still have contact with some people back then. Some people just won't leave your life. They can't always be there for you, but they don't just always just leave. Some people are there to stay. I wonder... There's one person I remember from kindergarten. He was like... Whenever I think of kindergarten, I think of him. There are many reasons for it. He left, like, I went to a school, my first grade was still in a school near my kindergarten. He left before that. I wonder where he is now. Don't think I'll ever figure it out. I don't even know his last name or anything like that, so if I ever saw him somewhere, like, written somewhere, I would never know. And
your appearance does change quite a bit throughout like adolescence or like even as like a child still, and even as an adult still. And I don't think I would be able to identify a picture of him either, so probably we'll never see him again. So hey, he left, but as far as I'm concerned, he didn't just leave because he wanted to.
Sometimes life doesn't give us a choice. Anyway, I mean what I said earlier, Sayori. Please come talk to me if you are having trouble, okay?
Okay. Hey, Monica.
Yes, Sayori?
I'm really looking forward to meeting up this weekend.
Well, let's talk about that after we are done reading poems. Alright guys, now that we've read our poems, we need to discuss festival preparations. We all know what our jobs are, right?
I know what I'm doing.
That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes.
Yep, all sorts of different flavors.
You will be preparing decorations for our club room. A room full of decorations, adorned with your beautiful handwriting, will really enhance the atmosphere. Of course. After all, I love atmosphere. Don't we all? And Sayori, you're in charge of pamphlets.
Yep. I've got lots of designs already. Ready? We'll be rolling in members in no time.
I don't know that Sayori has suddenly perked up and is acting like her old self again. I don't know if I should be relieved to see her acting normal again, or concerned that her mood changed so suddenly. It's almost like she's putting on a front.
So what do we need to come over? What time do we need to come over, Monica?
Huh? Come over where?
Oh, Erica, you weren't paying attention, were you?
Do I ever? Monica has invited all of us to her house tomorrow so we can work on our various projects together. If we help each other, the work will go much faster. Plus, it will be a splendid opportunity to get to know each other outside of school. It'll be like a literature retreat.
Yep, lots of discussing that what we're reading, poetry. And I'll be baking, so there'll be plenty of desserts to go around. Yay! A whole day for all of us to hang out.
Wow, so do you have room for your newest You do have room for your newest member, right? Oh, they have nothing but sweets and pretty girls? Twist my arm! But I have to admit, I'm a bit curious to see what Monica's house looks like. Actually, guys, that's the thing I need to talk to you about. I can't have you all over this weekend.
Huh? But...
Oh, but the preparations.
Yeah, Monica, what gives? We were supposed to use that time to get all our stuff done.
Look, guys, I'm really sorry, but something important suddenly came up. I can't really go into details right now, but believe me, I have never called off our get-together for anything else. But the decorations I've planned would really benefit from the input of other people. The synergy produced through group work would really add to the presentation.
Yeah, and begging for so many people takes a long time. I mean, I could do it by myself, but it would be so much easier with help.
And just like that, Sarah's cheerful mask drops away. My sense of unease hasn't gone away.
I was really looking forward to it.
I know, Sayori. We all were. Well, that deflated the mood fast. I guess this means preparations for the festival are going to be a lot harder now. You can all still meet up somewhere. Whomever has the biggest house, we go over there, and Monica will have to attend to whatever she needs to attend to. Unless, hey guys, just a thought, but why don't we move it to my house? Well, that got their attention. Oh, Oregon, that's a lot of responsibility to take on all of a sudden. Well, everyone else has a job to do, and I'm pretty much useless when it comes to that kind of stuff. So might as well provide the place for everyone to meet up to get their projects done. It's really the least I can do, and maybe we can lend a hand to whoever needs it.
No offense, Aragon, but your house isn't really as big as Monica's. I don't know if we'd all have enough room to spread out to do our projects.
Huh, good to know. I have a suggestion. Perhaps if the space available isn't big enough for all of us, we could come over. One at a time. I mean, if that wouldn't be a burden on Aragon's time, of course. Not really, I was just going to spend the weekend, expanding my literary horizons, that sort of thing. suggestion pretty quick, didn't you, Sayori? Well, I was just... Of course you were. Well, whatever. I'll come over on
Saturday morning!
Sayori!
I mean, I looked the closest, so it makes sense I should come over first, right?
I don't think anyone is going to argue with that. Okay, well, I'll come over on Saturday afternoon then. Actually, Natsuki, I think it would probably be best if you went to Ergon's house sometime on Sunday. What? Why? Fresh cupcakes? Well, you'll be baking, won't you? If you bake on Saturday, the food will have to sit all day Sunday and might lose flavor. So you see, it would be best if I went to Eragon's house on Saturday afternoon and you went on Sunday.
Oh, Yuri.
Natsuki desperately tries to find a counter to Yuri's suggestion, but it seems to be too well argued. I think I just want a strategy game for the ages. Fine. You take Saturday, and Eric and I will bake the cupcakes on Sunday. Still seem last before the festival. But... nice recovery, Natsuki. Don't come here with something else, because our paintings, our banner and everything, or whatever you have prepared, it will have to dry for paint and whatnot. Alright, it looks like Sayori and Eragon will make the pamphlets on Saturday morning. Yuri and Eragon will make the decorations on Saturday afternoon, and Natsuki and Eragon will bake the cupcakes on Sunday. I really hope there's a episode on Monica at some point. I will have to play that then. I'm pretty sure by then I will also have continued with like some other mods, but I will spare time to see the Monica one because I'm really interested to see, like, if there ever comes one out. If one ever appears. I'm really interested to see what this is all about. Are you sure you're up to this, Eragon? I'm looking forward to it, Eragon. Get a lot of ideas on how we can enhance our club space. Yeah, Eragon, I'll be sure to stick you with the dirty work. I stand tall and put on my most confident look. I think I'm up to the task. I may not survive this. The meeting breaks after that. I take some time to exchange numbers with Yuri and Natsuki, so as to get instructions on what supplies to get. I gather my stuff and start heading for the door when Monica pulls me aside. Hey Eragon, I just want to thank you for volunteering your time like that. It really means a lot to me that you're stepping up. Hey, no problem, Monica. I mean, it'll be fun seeing what else is like outside of school. And I think I'm kind of getting into this festival prep. Well, I'm glad to hear that. I wish I could join you guys this weekend. Yeah, so what exactly is happening with you this weekend anyway? Well, I don't really want to say in case it turns out to be nothing. But I will say it has the potential to be life-changing. Wow, well, good luck with whatever it is. Thanks. Oh, Eragon. Yeah? You've probably noticed that the others have quite the competition going where you are concerned. Gee, Monica, I noticed. Just be careful with their feelings, okay? Of course. Man, what have I got myself into? I won't lie, the idea of pretty girls parading in and out of my house all weekend is pretty appealing. Sorry, I hope you can't hear it, but I keep opening and closing a drawer on my side. I always need to be doing something with my hands. Like, very frequently. I can rarely just have them cool by my side. That's why I always carry something with me. At large, just like a huge keychain that I can tinker with when I walk or sit somewhere or whatnot, waiting for something, because I need to be doing something with my hands. But this drawer is kind of squeaky. I should find something else to tinker with. I want that. But now I'm starting to worry I may be in over my head when it comes to this particular group. And besides, I'm still worried about Sayori. Worried to go, Sayori? Sayori? She must have slipped out when I was getting Yuri and Natsuki's info. I'm starting to get a bad feeling about how this weekend will play out. I guess there's nothing I can do except move forward and hope for the best. Saturday morning?
What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I have to do it tomorrow. I have to tell Eragon how I feel. If I don't, Yuri and Natsuki will surely... Oh, I can't think about that now. What should I do? Perhaps I should just tell him? Aragon, I love you. I loved you for as long as I can remember. You're my comfort, the high point of every day. When I'm with you, the world isn't bleak and cloudy. There's only light and laughter. I spend every day just waiting for the opportunity to see you again. Oh, please, Aragon, say you love me too. Say you hold me, say you accept me. Accept me as the broken girl that I am. Broken, clumsy, stupid, worthless, least. No, he'd never accept me. Not like this. Never like this. Oh, what can I do? How can I make him love me? Oh, there's an idea. Let's see. Do a search for harem anime. What's a Genki girl?
What do you kind of fit into the trope too? The trope you're supposed to kind of embody until we flip them apart, we tear them apart, we break it apart, whatever. Saturday morning is here before I know it. I spent a lot of time getting the house ready. I figured if I'm going to have many girls coming through this weekend, everything might as well look its best. Sayori's coming over first, so we can make pamphlets together. Well, Sayori's coming over isn't terribly unusual. I have to admit that I'm still feeling a little bit nervous about her arrival. I suppose some of it is the weird way she was acting yesterday. But if I'm being honest with myself, there may be a few other reasons as well. I've thought about this before, but I can't say it's been bad spending so much extra time with her. In fact, I'm really starting to enjoy spending time with her. Of course, I've enjoyed spending time with the other club members as well, but I've known Sayori for so long that I haven't really thought of spending time with her as special. Lately, I'm kind of beginning to think of her a bit differently than when we were young. I wonder... Huh? Oh no, I'm blind! Or dead! I'm dead and blind! Ah! I have my hands in front of me, trying to discern my location, which caused me to fall off my chair and onto the floor. What happened? Ow! I kind of suspected. I was kind of thinking, did she like cover our eyes?
I knew you didn't hear me come in.
What? Sayori! She must have snuck up behind me and covered my eyes with her hands. You!
No, you don't look so dead and blind to me, Aragon.
Looks like Sayori's in a playful mood today. Lucky me. Watch your back, Sayori. I'll have my revenge when you least expect it.
Oh, I'm not scared of you, Aragon. I've been able to sneak up. You've never been able to sneak up on me.
She's right. She'd always win at hide and seek because apparently I make too much noise. Yeah, well, Yuri's pretty quiet. Maybe we should ask her for some pointers later. Whoa, the claws came out for just a moment at the mention of Yuri's name. I didn't even know Sayori could make that look. She's not jealous, is she? I quickly changed the subject. Anyway, you seem a bit happier than you were yesterday.
Oh, come on, Aragon. I'm always happy. Genki desu.
That was weird.
Anyway, I haven't seen your room in a long time. It's really clean. Last time I was here, there were toys and models and stuff all over the place.
Yep, none of those here. Because I stuffed them all in the closet last night.
Ha! I remember when I used to come over here on Saturday mornings every week. We'd find the most sugary cereal I could and spend all morning watching anime. Do you remember that, Aragon?
She gets right up in my personal space with that question. I kind of get the impression she's straining her face, like she's trying to make her eyes bigger and shinier. Yeah, I do remember watching a lot of anime with you, Sayori. I suspect that's where my obsession with anime started. I never thought about it before, but I guess growing up with Sayori kind of shaped who I am. You came over so often I just kind of started to expect you. You were kind of a fixture around here back then.
Well, Aragon, I could be a fixture again for you. Again, you know.
What? Where did that come from?
Anyway, I'm super excited to work on festival stuff with you. Yeah!
And just as quickly she goes from sultry to over-the-top excited again. What did she have for breakfast? It's not big of a deal. The job needed to be done, so here we are. Besides, we're just making pamphlets. I figure we'll put a template together on the computer, then just print a bunch out. I don't figure it'll take too long.
Oh, Aragon, you aren't trying to get rid of me, are you?
What? No, I mean...
Don't you want me to stay over all morning?
Well, I mean, yeah, of course. My face only feels harder than it was a moment ago. Am I blushing? I don't think I've ever gotten flush around Sayori before.
You're so cute, Aragon. But you've already printed out a bunch of basic pamphlets from a template.
She skips over to my door to retrieve her bag and pulls out about 100 printed pamphlets. They have the basic information on them, name of the club, location of the room, and so forth. It's admittedly what I had in mind when I thought of making pamphlets. So what more is there to do? Seems like you already did the job, Sayori.
Oh no, you don't get out that easy! Printing these out was just the first step.
She's into her bag again. This time she pulls out a few poetry books, pencils, markers, and other art supplies. Why so many of these? We're the literature club, not the art club.
Well, that's some ideas on how we could improve the pamphlets to really get people's attention. Most clubs are just going to print theirs off of a computer, like you wanted to do. But that's boring, and eventually they are going to have a handful of pamphlets that all look the same. So we're going to add handwritten quotes to the bottom of each pamphlet. Some quotes can be from poems, some can be from books, whatever you want. Then we'll decorate each one. Goodbye! We can draw out the scene from the book the quote is from, or we can draw a picture that the poem makes you think of. This way, each one will be special and everybody will understand how much work we put into our club.
That's a good idea, Sayori, but doesn't that seem like a lot of work for pamphlets that people will probably just throw away?
Oh, I think people will take notice of the effort we put into them.
Whenever there was some type of event, I would notice it. I'd check out pamphlets.
It might take a little longer, but that just means more time we can spend together. Ready? Let's go! Oh,
Well, that was interesting. If Sayori was down yesterday, she's almost manic today. Like she's trying too hard. And the thing that bothers me the most is her smile. Despite her strained face and huge grin, I still haven't seen Sayori's real smile today. We'll get to work drawing pictures for the pamphlets. I am in no way, shape, or form an artist, so my pictures are pretty basic. But Sayori's art is actually quite good. Her first few pictures are pretty simple, but after a while she starts drawing scenes from books she's read. I've never really seen her draw before. I'm pretty impressed.
What do you think of this one, Aragon?
She held up a pamphlet to show me the picture she has drawn. It's a beach at night, with the full moon overhead, reflected off of the water waves below. Wow, Sayori, that's really beautiful. Where did you get an idea for a scene like that?
I've read it once in a book. It was about a young woman who was faced with a life-changing journey to a faraway land. She didn't want to leave the home she had always known, but she knew she could have a better life in the other land. So, one night, she went to the shoreline to contemplate her choice, when the man she loved arrived to speak to her. Oh, but he didn't know she loved him. So anyway, he told her about the power of important moments.
Important moments?
Yes, those moments that stick with us forever. The moments we remember when everything else fades. You see, it didn't matter if she went far away. She'd always have the important moments of her homeland with her wherever she went.
Oh, so what happened next?
Well, after her love spoke to her, she resolved to take her faraway journey, taking only the important moments of her homeland with her. And as long as she lived, she never forgot that moment with her love on that shoreline.
I see. So, did she ever tell him she loved him? Did she come back and marry him or anything like that?
No. She never told him. She didn't want to burden his heart with the knowledge that she was pining for him so far away. So, while she had her important moments of her heartland, her one regret was that she didn't have more moments with her one true love. She would have traded the world for just one more moment with him.
I wonder if we'll have any similar conversations with in the Yuri and Natsuki route. That kind of reflect the title. Like, the episodes, I mean. Oh, that's kind of sad.
Do you think she should have told him Aragon? Should she have told him she loved him?
I have a suspicion that there is more to this question than there appears. I think that she should have been honest with him about her feelings, so that there was nothing left unsaid between them.
I think you're right, Aragon.
I think I navigated that minefield well enough.
I think we have a lot of important moments between the two of us, don't we, Aragon?
Yes, Sayori, we sure do. I, for one, will never forget the time your room caught fire.
Hey, now! Not that again!
Soon I start talking about all the times we've had together, all of our experiences and adventures, all of our special moments. That one time, my first vacation. The more we talk, the more Sayori seems to go back to being herself. This is the Sayori I missed. With her smile full of sunshine, they always feel like minutes as we relive story after story until the subject turns to...
Say, Aragon, do you remember the fair where we met?
Yeah, you brought it the other day. Whatever
happened to it?
Well, I think they eventually stopped putting it together. I guess attendance was down or something. Oh, there's a fair that we have nearby every now and then. I hope that never happens. I love the rides. I love being swung around. It just wasn't worth it anymore.
Oh.
Sue's expression changes all of a sudden. She has that same kind of down look that she had yesterday.
That's sad. It's so sad when something that once brought joy is just tossed away like that. Why do you think people do that, Aragon?
Wow, kind of a big question from Sayori. Well, I think that sometimes people forget about the things that used to make them happy. They take those things for granted, and then they don't really think about them until they are gone. Sayori seems to ponder my answer.
So, how do you keep people from forgetting those things?
I think for a moment, not really knowing how to answer. Perhaps the simplest answer is the best. If you don't want people to forget about what makes them happy, I guess you just have to remind them of what makes them happy in the first place. Let's put it this way. Life isn't always happy. It's full of ups and downs. So you have to find those good times, the times that made you happy, and hold on to them. Because even when times are hard, you can always look back and think of how much you enjoyed the good times. Sort of like the heroine from your book with her special moments. Sue doesn't say anything. She seems to be mulling my response around in her head.
Aragon, you won't do that to me, will you?
Huh?
Forget about me. I mean, will you always think of me as being one of the good things in your life?
Sayori, you can never be anything but wonderful to me. I genuinely hope there are many good days ahead of you and me. Besides, how could I ever forget you?
I feel the same way, Aragon.
Just like that, Sayori goes back to decorating her pamphlets. She's really been a roller coaster lately. I wonder what's gotten into her head to ask me all these types of questions. After some hours of decorating and chatting, we finally finished the pamphlets. While I didn't initially see the value in doing this, I will admit, I'm somewhat proud of the stack of individualized pamphlets we have. Well, that seems to be all of them.
Yep, they look so nice! I know it seemed like a lot of work, but something so little, Aragon. For something so little, Aragon. But I really think these will help convince people to check out our club.
I'll admit, I wasn't fired up at first, but I think they turned out really nice. Speaking of memories, I recently found the UP Psycho OST? UP Psycho, yes. The OST for that, and I really want to watch the YouTuber I literally bought the game because I watched that one YouTuber play it. I want to play her. Watch her playthrough again. Memories! Important parts of my life! I think UP Psycho, though, is an important thing in that it was the first game. Like, I already know DDLC back then, but I didn't pay too much attention to the music back then, actually. For a very long time, I hardly paid attention to music in games I've played. And UP Psycho was for some reason the first OST that I kind of did that with. So that's why I really want to watch it right now again, because I found the OST again. Air was I think the one which really kind of moved me. It made made me understand that video game music is very important for that particular video game, or in general. But we pick up the supplies and put everything back in Sayori's bag. I hang on to the pamphlets here and take them to the school Monday. They probably get lost in your room, Sayori.
Meanie.
Hey, don't take it so hard. You commented on how clean my room was. I should come over and help you clean yours like I used to.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, okay. I'd like it if you came over sometime. You haven't been over as often lately. You know, Aragon, I think the thing I love most about the Literature Club is that I've gotten to spend so much more time with you.
Yeah, I feel the same way, Sayori. We used to hang out more often. It's been really nice spending time with you. I'd like to get together more often.
Me too.
She picks up her bag and I lead the way down the stairs. As I reach the bottom, Sayori steps on the first steps and starts fumbling around in her bag again.
Saragon, I made one more pamphlet. I was kind of thinking of you when I made it. I wanted to know what you thought.
Sayori takes an extra pamphlet out her bag and hands it to me. Come, dreams of love and literature. How would you like to travel to faraway lands or participate in fantastic adventures? Perhaps you would like to explore the deepest parts of the human soul or discover the poetry you never knew was within you. The art of the written word has been tragically overlooked in the fast-paced world we live in, but today you can discover the joys of this increasingly overlooked medium. Come read with us, whether it is your favorite novel or even your favorite manga. All forms of literature are welcome. Enjoy a cupcake and a cup of tea on us, and stay for our poetry reading as our members recite poems they have written. If you like, you can even join them to recite a poem of your own. We'd love to hear you. For more information, just contact Monica.
The poem never ends.
Poem never ends. Percentage. It has the unusual blurb about the Literature Club on it, like the others. It has the unusual blurb, like the others. But there's also a picture of two people sitting next to each other on it. The couple in the picture are facing away, so you can see the backs of their heads. Behind their backs, they're holding hands. Underneath them is written,
"A poem never ends."
I can't help but notice that the drawn couple looks suspiciously like Sayori and myself. Sayori, are these supposed to be...
Do you like it? The line is from a poem I wrote. I can show you the whole thing if you like. I have it right here.
She reaches clumsily into her bag again, but this time she moves so suddenly she loses balance.
Whoa! Sayori!
Ouch. Oh, Sayori, are you alright? You managed to fall right on top of me. You're the only person I know who could possibly fall from a standing. My vision clears to find Sayori's face just inches from mine. I caught her as she fell, and now I am sprawled out on the floor with her on top of me. It's kind of awkward. Remember when we were kids and used to play wrestle? Those were the days, eh? Sayori doesn't say anything. Her eyes are totally fixed on mine. I can feel her chest rise and fall with each breath. Slowly, she puts her hands on my shoulders.
Aragon, we aren't children anymore.
If I wasn't blushing before, I certainly am now.
We aren't children anymore.
Sayori's face inches closer to mine as her lips slightly part. Her eyes begin to close. I find that my lips are slightly parted as well. Do I say something? Or is this what I want? Suddenly she stops, just a hair's width from my face.
Aragon.
Sayori speaking in a breathy whisper.
Is your heart beating? Is it wanting to leap out of your chest? Do you have the feeling like you're in love? Because I don't feel anything.
She sits up suddenly.
Aragon, why don't I feel anything? Where's the lightheadedness? Where are the butterflies in my stomach? Where's the rush of joy that comes from being with the one you love?
Where is it? Why don't I feel anything? Sayori. Oh, don't do this to me. No, please. It's not fair. Why? Why won't the rain clouds go away? Sobs begin to form in Sayori's throat. I'm at a loss for words. I'm sorry, God. I have to go. She runs out of her front door, barely stifling a cry. I'm still on the floor, completely blown away by what just happened. What on earth is going on with Sayori? She was down yesterday, manic this morning, and now she's run out crying? I don't know how, but I desperately want to help my friend. But how can I help if I don't know what is wrong? I decide I will try to talk to Sayori later. Perhaps she needs space right now. Besides, Yuri should be here in an hour or two. Man, I hope the rest of the weekend isn't as eventful as this morning was. Well, that was an eventful weekend. After the episode with Sayori on Saturday morning, I had equally interesting encounters with Yuri on Saturday afternoon and Natsuki earlier today. I always wanted to be popular with the ladies, but this is a bit too much. I almost feel like a protagonist in a harem anime or something. However, despite everything that's going on, I keep thinking about Sayori. She's been acting so strangely. I gave her some space on Saturday, but I decided it's time to talk about what happened. Besides, she left her bag at my house, so that's the perfect excuse. I sent her a text to let her know I'm coming, then pick up our bags and head over to her place. Once I reached his house, I knocked on the door before entering it myself.